I'm pretty hungry. I don't know about you. I'm hungry for idioms. Hello everybody, how you doing? This is Lloyd's Everyday English. Happy Friday. This is a live video, live lesson for you here. A short live video. I just wanted to give you some idioms. I know you all love idioms very much, and me too. So we're just going to review 3 quick idioms right now related to food. I'm actually pretty hungry right now, so I'm not going to talk to you for too long, but 3 idioms related to food. So why don't we get started? The first one, and this is a pretty common idiom, is a piece of cake. If something is a piece of cake, that means it is very, very easy to do. It's a piece of cake. It is so easy. That exam was a piece of cake. That exam was a piece of cake. Hopefully. I didn't really say this very often. Exams were not my favorite thing in school. That exam was a piece of cake. Hopefully you have said this before. And I never said the sentence, but many of my friends are much better at maths than me, so you could say, maths is a piece of cake for you. Right? Maybe something is a piece of cake for you, but not for me. Alright, so that is the first one, a piece of cake. See if you can make a sentence using a piece of cake in the comment box below. So a piece of cake means something is very, very easy. That's idiom number 1. Idiom number 2 related to food is cheap as chips. Cheap as chips. Cheap as chips, cheap chips are not very expensive, right? So if something is cheap as chips, that means it is so cheap. So cheap. You can't believe how cheap it is. You want to emphasize how cheap it is. As cheap as chips. For example, English TV Live. Did you think I wasn't going to talk about English TV Live? English TV Live is cheap as chips. English TV Live is, I'm the co-founder, by the way, of English TV Live. It's a private online community where we have live lessons every day with expert English teachers, and it's very cheap. Go and check it out. EnglishTVLive.com. $10 a month for a lot of awesome stuff. It's cheap as chips. And a lot of our students keep saying, hey, it's cheap as chips. I can't believe it. You could also say, my plane ticket was cheap as chips. Maybe if you got a budget, you flew on a budget airline, for example, it's pretty crazy. Sometimes you can get some really cheap tickets on budget airlines. Sometimes very expensive when you fly on the national airlines. But if you use a low budget airline, often it is cheap as chips. All right. In the comment box below, make a sentence with cheap as chips. Let me just see who's watching right now. We are live as I talk to you. So let's go to the last idiom for today. And that is, take it with a pinch of salt. Take it with a pinch of salt. So a pinch, right, just means a little bit. Let me just say hello, Lolly, Ruxana, Valentina, Julia, Sarah. Thank you very much for joining. A pinch of salt. A pinch is just a little bit. So if you take something with a pinch of salt, that means don't believe everything somebody says. So I'm sure many of us have friends like that, right? They brag a lot. They talk about how amazing something they did was, but you're kind of not totally sure you believe what they said. So you take it with a pinch of salt. You can also say it with a grain of salt as well. Grain of salt. Grain is, just the very smallest piece of salt. So take it with a pinch of salt. Don't believe everything somebody says. So, for example, you should take what he says with a pinch of salt. I don't think we can really trust everything he says. Take it with a pinch of salt. In the comment box below, give us an example sentence using this expression. Tell us about somebody in your life who you can't really believe everything they say. You have to take it with a pinch of salt. You have to take it with a pinch of salt. All right. So those are the 3 quick idioms I wanted to teach you today. Of course, it's a Friday. I have to make a video for you, of course. It's tradition. But, 3 idioms related to food. I'm getting pretty hungry. Why don't we review them one more time, and I'll see if you can make some example sentences in the comment box below. So the first one was A piece of cake. A piece of cake. Something is a piece of cake. It is so easy. Second one was cheap as chips. Something's cheap as chips. It is so cheap. And the last one, take it with a pinch of salt. Shazia says, English TV Live's monthly fees are cheap as chips. That is correct. EnglishTVLive.com. Check it out. Sarah says, I haven't had an exam I can describe as a piece of cake. Yeah, me neither. I don't know. For me, exams are not a piece of cake. I get very nervous. It's not really my style. But yeah, Lolly says, I take with a pinch of salt what my friend Peter says. So it sounds like Peter is a bit of an exaggerator, a bit of a boaster. You can't believe everything he says, right? All right, everybody. Well, that is today's very short video, live video, to give you some more idioms, 3 idioms related to food. I hope everybody enjoys whatever you're eating today. Practice those idioms in the comment box below. I will check your sentences after and make any corrections as well. But I'm going to go and eat something now. I'm pretty hungry. All right, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend. Ciao.